Ta-da! Can you see? This is what we are making today, okay? So don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome back to my channel. And also welcome to the month of September. When you hear Ember, what comes to mind? Christmas. Ooh, Christmas is coming. But anyway, let's focus. We're in September. Happy new month. May this month bring us good tidings. As you know, September is a month where schools resume. Our children go back to school. So we're going to be making something that reminds us or that makes going back to school easier, something that makes it more fun. Okay, so we're having our back to school class in this month of September. Yay! Okay, so don't go anywhere. A little bit of housekeeping. If you are new here, if this is your first time watching me, I say welcome. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you are not a subscriber, my OGs, I say thank you. Thank you for sticking with me. Okay, so let's get into today's video. Okay, so our materials for today are tick, 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 paper. So these are like stick-on papers, right? I know, you know those ones where you can just like that, okay? Yes, so I'm using stick-on papers. If you don't have stick-on papers, you could just use regular small pieces of paper, okay? And then I have different colors of cardboard. I have black, I have gold, and I have white, blue, green, okay? All right, so let's get started. As you know, the first thing we're going to do is cut all the things that we need to cut, okay? So first of all, the black and the gold are going to be our base, okay? So we're going to measure them, and then we're going to arrange them on each other, okay? Then secondly, we're going to be using these to make flowers. It's really cute flowers, okay? So you're going to watch that too, okay? So we're going to be making one with each color. One white flower, one blue flower, one green flower, okay? And then we assume that our organizer would have something to hold a pen, okay? So we have this tiny strip of black paper, black cardboard that we're going to use, okay? So when we are done with all that, we can now what? Assemble, okay? So don't go anywhere. Okay, so to cut our flower, what we're going to do is fold this, right? And then cut out a semicircle, okay? So by the time you cut it out and open it up, you're going to have a circle. And then when we do that, we're going to cut it in a spiral motion, you know, like woo, woo, woo. So watch how I cut and Don't go anywhere. Okay, welcome back. So now that we are done cutting, cut. Now we are going to put everything together. Okay, so stay with me. Can you see? Can you see how we used our sticker paper, stick-on paper, right? To make a really little cute organizer that can go in your school bag or your backpack. Now, our tiny hole here is for when you have your pen or pencil. You could just slide it in that way. Can you see? Nice. Okay, so this brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you enjoyed making this from the comfort of your home. Please, 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 if you've not subscribed, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Until next time, see you. Bye-bye.